citizens of Copeland will have the opportunity to vote in the 2015 elections. However, your vote on May the 7th is not limited to just the general elections. You will also have the opportunity to vote for a councillor to represent your ward, a councillor to represent your parish, and for the first time, a directly elected mayor. With so many elections taking place at the same time, here is a quick guide to help you on polling day. Your local polling station will open at 7 a.m. You will be greeted by a poll clerk or a presiding officer who will ask you to confirm your name and address. This is to ensure you're eligible to vote. Next, the polling officer will hand you a number of unfolded ballot papers and direct you to a private polling booth. Once you're in your private booth, you can now start marking your ballot papers. The UK Parliamentary General Elections ballot paper will be white. This is an opportunity for you to select a Member of Parliament who you would like to represent Copeland in the House of Commons. There'll be a list of candidates in alphabetical order. You'll see their name, address, and where applicable, their political party. This paper, you can only vote for one candidate. Once you see the name of your preferred candidate, put a cross in the box next to their name. When voting in the mayoral election, the ballot paper will be salmon-coloured. This election determines who will lead Copeland Borough Council. Again, this ballot paper lists names of candidates in alphabetical order, with the addresses of candidates and their political party where applicable. Beside their names are two columns, one for your first choice of candidate and one for your second choice. This is called a supplementary method of voting. All first preference votes are counted, and if one candidate gets more than 50%, that person wins. If not, the top two candidates go forward to the next stage. The ballot papers which had the eliminated candidates as first choices are then looked at again, and the number of second preference votes for the two top candidates on those ballot papers are counted and added to their totals. On this paper, you vote for two candidates, your first preference in column 1 and your second preference in column 2. You can just vote for your first preference, however, this must be in the first column. When voting in the Copeland Borough Council elections, the ballot paper will be lilac-coloured. This election will determine which councillors will represent your ward in Copeland Borough Council. This ballot paper looks very similar to the parliamentary one. It again lists the name of candidates in alphabetical order with addresses and, if any, their political party. The paper will tell you whether you need to vote for 1, 2 or 3 candidates. The number of seats varies from ward to ward, depending on the population. Once you see the name of your preferred candidate, put a cross in the box next to their name. When voting in parish council elections, the ballot paper will be green. If there are fewer candidates standing than there are seats available, then the election is not necessary. If you are not handed a green paper, this will be because there is no parish council election in your parish. However, if you are given a green paper, you could be asked to vote for up to 15 people depending on how many seats there are in your local parish council. Once you see the name of your preferred candidate, put a cross in the box next to their name. Once you've finished voting, you should fold the ballot paper and show the ballot number and a unique identifying mark on the back of the paper to the presiding officer. Lastly, you should put all 4 papers folded into the same ballot box, and the voting process is complete.